There are several situations where a Type 2 MSA study is required, but you don't have multiple operators. Examples are a CMM measurement, electric testing of PCB boards, and inline testing with sensors or cameras. In this case, a variant of the Type 2 study is used with only one operator, and that is the Type 3 study. In a Type 2 study, you measure 25 different products 2 or 3 times. The calculation method is exactly the same as in a Type 2 study, except that the repeatability will always be 0. You can start a Type 3 study by selecting a variable gauge in the gauge catalog, and right-click on the gauge and select New GR&R Type 3. Another way to start the study is to go to the Type 3 catalog and click the button New GR&R Type 3. In the next step, you select the gauge for the study. A third method is to right-click on an existing study to start a new one. When you start a new study, the general screen appears with information about the gauge selected, and you can enter relevant information about the study. You can select calculation method, average and range, or ANOVA, and you can compare the repeatability variation with the tolerance, the study variation, or with the actual process variation found in the Datalyzer SPC system. You can enter a part in characteristic, or if the system is integrated with the Datalyzer SPC system, you can pick from the existing SPC configuration. When you click on the tab Study Data, the screen to enter measurement data appears. The number of trials can be 2 or 3. The number of parts is fixed at 25 and cannot be changed. The data entry spreadsheet will be automatically adjusted according to your selection. Then the study is performed and the measurements can be entered. This can be done cell by cell, or you can copy and paste from Excel. In the first step of the analysis, you need to look at the range chart of the measurements. When you review the range chart, all values should be within the control limits. If you have values out of control, you need to address this problem and look for an assignable cause. The result page looks a bit different based on the calculation method and variation method selected. In the example screen, you see the result for a study with calculation method ANOVA and the variation method study variation. The Gage R&R percentage is 8.25%, and the number of distinct categories is 17. Both values are good, so the result of the study is pass. When you use automated inspection equipment like a CMM, you often need to measure a large number of characteristics. It is not unusual that you need to measure hundreds of characteristics at the same time. Datalyzer offers an option to generate the Type 3 study results automatically for all characteristics in a study. Look at the video for a multiple characteristic Type 3 study.